So let's start at the very basic, that is plain white rice. I have soaked half a cup of plain white basmati rice over here for about 20 minutes. I had washed the rice before I had soaked it, and for 20 minutes I've just left it in normal room temperature water. And now it is ready to be cooked in the microwave. So I have taken a bowl over here in which I am going to drain the excess water from the soaking. You can drain it directly in a sink. I don't have one near me, so I'm using this bowl. And I'm going to make sure that I drain most of the water out of it. Make sure you don't waste any rice and you get the last of it out of the bowl. Right, here we go. All the rice is in the sieve now, and I'm going to make sure that all the water drains out of it. I'm going to just give it a little tap a couple of times, and there. Now, this water is really good for washing your hair with. It softens your hair really nicely, or you can just throw it away. Depends on whatever you want to do with it. Right, next we're going to take a really large bowl, which will look disproportionately large compared to the rice. And I'm going to put all my rice into it. You can see it's just covered the bottom of the bowl. And there's a reason for doing this because when we're cooking, we don't want any spillage of the liquid into the microwave. Otherwise, we'll have to clean the microwave afterwards. So I had taken half a cup of rice, and I find that this is a very generous portion for a single person. But if you like eating more rice, you can take more. So for half a cup of rice, here I am going to take 2 cups of water. Now instead of this measuring cup, if you don't have one, you can also use a small bowl, or you can use a small cup, teacup, and then use that as a measure. So whenever you make rice in the microwave, make sure the proportion of rice to water is 1:2. To this, I'm going to add a little bit of salt because this is a good time to season it, and this is optional, but it does give the rice a better flavor. And finally, I am going to add a teaspoon, just 1 teaspoon of oil into this. Now, what this oil does is it ensures that all my rice is nice and fluffy and separate. The grains will separate when I cook them. And this is all that you need to do. Now, I'm going to cover this with a cling film. You can use a plate as well, but sometimes there will be spillage because there's quite a lot of boiling in the water that happens. There can be spillage into the microwave, and like I said, we will have to clean it. So I like to use a cling film, which I wrap really nicely all around and seal it in. But I do need to give it a little bit of space, give it an option where the steam can escape. If I don't do that, it will, burst, and it will burst through my cling film. So I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to poke some holes in it. These holes will ensure that my steam can escape out of it, and the seal on the uh, bowl will remain intact. So no water will spill out of it. So let me just change the camera angle to show you. Give me a second. I'm now going to place this bowl into the microwave. I'm using a 850-watt microwave, and you can see this either on a sticker, written on a sticker either at the back of the microwave or on the door. And this is the wattage that you will find mostly in your halls of residences. So this is what I'm going to cook with so that it will give you a better idea. But if your cooker is higher or lower, you can use an online converter to decide what time you need to cook the rice for. I've put this on high maximum power, and I'm going to put this on for 10 minutes. Now at this wattage, it does not matter what the quantity of rice is, as long as it is not like a humongous quantity. Up to say 1.5 cups you can cook with exactly this timing. So I have opened this just to show you that there is still a little bit of water in that rice, and I need to cook this further for a couple more minutes. You see, you have to understand that rice is a natural ingredient, and every batch of rice, every bag of rice that you buy will be a little bit different. So maybe you may need to cook some for an extra minute, some you may need to cook for a minute less. So the first time when you cook out of a new bag of rice, you will be able to decide whether it needs more cooking or less cooking, but you're not to change the proportion. It might take a little bit extra time, but do not change the proportion of rice to water. And that is the key to making perfect rice. Once you learn how to make this rice in the microwave in 10 minutes, give or take another minute for putting things together, you will see how easy it will become for you to make full meals for yourself. Because not only is this fast and easy to make fresh, but this rice will keep in a airtight container in the fridge for at least 2 days. And you can make so many dishes with the cooked rice. You can make Chinese fried rice, which I will teach you how to do. You can make meethe chawal with it, which also I will teach you how to do. And of course, I'm sure there are lots of things in your own home that your moms have shown you how to make, just masala rice, or anything else that you want to make with cooked rice. It is just that easy to do in minutes, literally. So this is nearly ready to come out. I'm deliberately not skipping the video or speeding it up so that you can see how little time it actually takes. So there we go, nearly done, and that's the ting, and you can see the steam coming out. You can see that the steam has also made the cling film puff up a little bit, and despite the cling film, just a few drops of water did come out, which I've just wiped. So let's pull this out and see that our rice is totally ready to eat. Well, when I say ready to eat, just a few more seconds and a little more patience. At this point, um, there is a lot of hot steam inside this packet. So when you open it, I want you to be extremely careful because steam burns are very painful. So carefully peel the sides away, and you can see that our rice is perfectly cooked. Have a look. See? Now all that I need to do is I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to gently put it right to the bottom and fluff up the rice. Do you see how every grain has separated? No sticky rice, no mushy rice. It's beautifully cooked rice. And it's just that easy.